Welcome into 5 Minute Wager, guys. We are melting the ice today with Wyatt. Welcome in, Wyatt.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Excited to talk some hockey. Haven't been the biggest hockey bettor out there. Been kind of focusing on college basketball, a little NBA. So I did do a little bit more research than usual on these plays. So I'm excited to talk about them. And I'm excited to hopefully start off the show hot. Maybe I'll have a couple more guest appearances in the future. And hopefully, yeah, I'm hoping for a profit today. Hoping for at least 2-1. A 3-0 would be ideal. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Absolutely, man. Ethan's a busy working man today. If you go 3-0, I'm gonna say right now, Ethan will be back on next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, recording for the Thursday episode. If he goes 3-0, this might just become Wyatt's show, and me and Ethan have to get the hell out. Wyatt, what is your first play for this card?
Yeah, so obviously you guys are navigating, trying to pick hockey plays a day early. This was my first time doing it. Pretty tough. Seeing like you can't really tell goalies quite yet, especially on back-to-backs. Player reports are coming out, so it's a little bit new avenue that I'm experiencing. But I'm just going to go to kind of what was automatic last year. Was not automatic in the beginning of this season, but it has since the All-Star break, and that is the Oilers overs. So I'm taking Edmonton and the Blues, or St. Louis Blues, over 6.5 goals. That's currently at 115. I imagine this is probably going to get to minus 140-ish tomorrow, if not 7 total goals as well. Reasoning for this, the Oilers, again, one of the hottest teams in hockey pre-All-Star break. They're, I think, on a 16-game win streak. Skinner, who was struggling all last year, was the reason, in my opinion, they lost in the playoffs. Was lights out. But since All-Star break, he's given up 3 goals, 4 goals, 4 goals. So he's kind of fallen back to, in my opinion, his normal level. And the Blues are a high-scoring offense, averaging just under 3 goals a game. Defense isn't great, giving up over 3 goals a game. We all know the Oilers can score like no other. So I love this over at 6.5.
I'm also on Edmonton in this game, and I feel like we're seeing this very similar because I got the Edmonton puck line. I think they're going to beat the Blues by at least 2 goals. Blues fan here. This is at plus 145. I love them. The one game I went to go see, they played great, and you just could feel the guys felt like they weren't going to win it the whole time. Like, you just kind of felt that late goal coming in with like 3 minutes left. They scored just to close it. They don't have the offense to keep up with Edmonton, I don't believe. If you're looking at St. Louis, bottom 10 in shots, and the famous Michael Scott, you don't miss, or you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Wayne Gretzky. Edmonton just looks locked in right now. So I'm 1,000% with you on this Edmonton game.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it as well. Moving on, my second play, this team's actually playing tonight, so they are on a back-to-back. This is the Florida Panthers against the Buffalo Sabres at Buffalo. I'm going to take the under of this game at 6.5. Reasoning for this, it does help that the Panthers are on a back-to-back. Obviously, that affects their offense production, maybe might harm their defense a little bit. But the thought process here, Florida is a completely different team than they were last year. Last year, they were a very high powered offense, crappy defense, very similar to the Oilers. But now their defense has really stepped up, averaging one of the lowest in the leagues at 2.5 goals allowed per game. And then the Sabres just coming off a huge 7-0 win against the Kings. I think people are going to look at the recency bias and take that over. This is honestly way too high. I think this is probably going to get down to 6 in the next 12 hours or so. So like it at 6.5 right now on the under. I believe it's like minus 110.
I like it, man. I like it. There's this one pick that I've been doing a lot. This is like me and Ethan's guilty team. Obviously, me being a Blues fan, him being a Red Wings fan, but we both are kind of big on the Stars also. I think the Stars on the money line. Looking at them, they're third in goals per game. I think they have better goaltending. Second fewest penalty minutes versus the 11th most. The Preds, I just think that they're trending down. They've only played twice since the All-Star break. Predators also 17th in goals per game, so they're not as high scoring either. Stars, I keep saying it. I'll probably say it all season long. They're just probably one of the best teams in the league, but they're not going to get the same recognition that the Hurricanes, Bruins, and some of these other guys are getting. But I like the Stars. Think they can beat anybody, and I think they can beat the struggling Predators team.
Yeah, the Stars, like you said, very under the radar, but it's going to be no surprise when they make the playoffs, probably even go deep in the playoffs like they did last year. So, yeah, I like the Stars. And honestly, I don't know much about the Predators, which probably means they're probably not good. I'm going to go to my final play, actually a plus money play here. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Flyers on the money line at plus 142. They are traveling to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Basically, the thought process here is I'm getting a little square, in my opinion. Flyers are a little bit better on the record, 29 wins, 19 losses. Maple Leafs, 27 wins, 16 losses. So the Flyers, I guess, record-wise, are a little bit better. And then I just think they're playing better hockey right now. They've won 4 straight games. They beat decent teams, the Coyotes, the Kraken, a very good Jets team, and then the Panthers, also very good. And then the Maple Leafs are kind of on this win-loss kind of streak that they're going on right now. It's been at least the last 4 games. So I guess they just won the last game. Would like a loss in this game, and I have no problem fading the Toronto Maple Leafs, especially in the playoffs. This team is always just way too overhyped, and they never live up to anything. I know this is a regular season game, but I think the value is too good not to take the Flyers on the money line. If you want to get safe and take the puck line, you can. I think it's like minus 130. But I was going to take a shot, Flyers money line.
I like it, man. I like this play I was looking at. I really liked it. It was Seattle-Boston under 6.5. But when I saw that, it was minus 170. So I clicked around on different sites. DraftKings has the line set at 5.5. So that's at minus 110. I like the 6.5 a lot better. I wish I could get that at the minus 110, but I'll go with the under 5.5. Both of these teams are top 8 in save percentage, where the Kraken have the 5th worst goals per game. So you're betting on the Bruins to get this done basically themselves. But both teams coming off overtime games, and not just regular going to overtime, shootouts. So they played the entire overtime period. So both these teams are going to be pretty tired coming in. So I think you were saying a little bit earlier too, why I feel like it affects the offense more than it does the defense. Bruins, they lost at home in their overtime game, and so I feel like that's a little demoralizing, where they have a Kraken team coming in that upset the Islanders, coming in to possibly upset Boston. I don't think it gets done. I think Boston wins it, but I think they win it in a low-scoring game.
Yeah, there's nothing more satisfying in hockey than a Boston Bruins under. They seem to win every other game 3-1, 3-2, 4-1. It never seems to go over 5.5 goals. So I like that, especially against a Kraken team that you said is struggling a bit. I did see that they're 500, which was surprising to me. I thought they were better this year, but yeah, I like that quite a bit.
Thank you, man. Thank you for hopping on, Wyatt. If you guys haven't visited yet, you guys need to go over to Sharps. It says Sharps with a Z. Use code BET269. It's bet with 2 T's, BETT269. You guys can see what we're putting our money on. We're not just talking about it. We're actually putting our money on it. You guys can tail us straight from the app. Press the whale tail and take you there. Make sure you guys check out bettergreen.com also, where we post all of our articles. Some of these articles, guys, are getting a little hot, getting a little noticed, getting a little spicy. So make sure you guys check that out. A lot of good stuff coming out. We got Tapping Vegas coming out. We've got more Getting Technical coming out. Unfortunately, football season's over, but we'll still have football content throughout the off season. So make sure you guys watch that. Make sure you guys subscribe. Follow us on all socials. Wyatt, you got anything before we get out of here?
No, thanks for letting me hop on, and I hope to bring you guys some luck.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for hopping on, Wyatt. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
You better start listening to the Better and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spots from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast. Better and Green.